Well, just a brief comment about that. There's a woman here in the United States who's serving I think a 20-year prison sentence for basically doing the same thing here in the United States. I think she took a ball-peen hammer and beat on the radar antenna of some fighter jet somewhere in some base, and she didn't get exonerated, and she is serving a very long sentence. But what I was going to say was I think, first of all, for those of you that don't know me, I am a former vivisector, and I speak out against vivisection now. But that said, I think there is a use for violence in our movement, and I think that it can be an effective strategy. Not only is it morally acceptable, I think that there are places where it could be used quite effectively from a pragmatic standpoint. For instance, if vivisectors were routinely being killed, I think it would give other vivisectors pause in what they were doing in their work. And if these vivisectors were being targeted for assassination, and call it a political assassination or what have you, I think I don't think I wouldn't pick some guy way down on the totem pole, but if there were prominent vivisectors being assassinated, I think that there would be a trickle-down effect, and many people who are lower on that totem pole would say, I'm not going to get into this business because it's a very dangerous business, and there's other things I can do with my life that don't involve getting into a dangerous business. And I think that strictly from a fear and intimidation factor, that would be an effective tactic. And I don't think you'd have to assassinate too many vivisectors before you would see a marked decrease in the amount of vivisection going on. And I think for 5 lives, 10 lives, 15 human lives, we could save 1 million, 2 million, 10 million non-human lives. And people get all excited about, oh, what's going to happen if the ALF accidentally kills somebody in an arson? Well, I think we need to get used to this idea. It's going to happen. Okay, it's going to happen.
The pro-life movement killing abortion doctors.
Absolutely, I think they had a great strategy.
That ruined their movement.
It didn't ruin their movement. Their movement's still out there.
I just have a question for you, and it's not a judgment on what you just said. I'm just curious. Do you think that you deserved to be murdered when you were vivisecting?
Yeah. I think I was fair game. I was doing what I was doing was wrong, and if I was murdered, I don't have a problem with that. I was lucky. I was lucky because I educated myself. I became educated. Someone came up to me one day and told me about this, but I've told many other people about it, and they haven't been willing to change. Unlike Andrew, who I like and respect, I don't have a lot of faith in the human race and in people in general in our society. I think, in my experience, somewhere around 85% of all the people in our society will never, ever change, no matter what you do to them, no matter what you show them, no matter what you tell them. The only reason they will ever change is because they are afraid to keep doing what they're doing. My sister-in-law is a classic example. My sister-in-law wears fur, okay? She has a fur coat. My wife and I had spoken to her over and over and over again about the whole issue. We've shown her the videos. We've shown her the pictures of the animals suffering. She doesn't care, okay? The only reason she does not wear her fur coat, and the only reason that she doesn't go out and buy more fur coats over the years, is that she's afraid that somebody from PETA is going to throw red paint on her coat, okay? She is afraid of that. And she told us, she goes, the only reason I don't wear my fur coat, the only reason I keep it in storage, and she won't even take it out of the storage, is because she's afraid.
How do you make the decision about who you would target? Because
I don't know. I'm not going to do it, but I'm saying whoever would do that would very tactically select the people who they think would be the most tactically useful.